Hey everyone, it's so good to be with you once again for a daily devotional time. Today we're going to be digging into Matthew chapter 24, and this is a verse that has come up for me many times. It was quite a while back that this kind of first struck me when I read this passage. This passage is really a passage of Jesus telling his disciples about the end times. They've just left the temple, and this week when he triumphantly came into the city for what we know as Palm Sunday, and he had been teaching in the temple all day long, and now he's right before they left, he tells his disciples, "Hey, you see this temple? It's going to get torn down," and that was just their world came crashing down with them for them because the temple was kind of the center of all they knew of their religious life, and so. Then Jesus goes on to talk to them about the end times and when his kingdom will fully come. And in the midst of this, Matthew chapter 24, you can easily roll over this, but there's a very important verse here, and it's verse 12, and then I'll read 13 as well, but it says this. It says, Jesus is talking about how there's going to be trials and tribulations, and you're going to be handed over to death, and there's going to be false prophets leading people astray. And then he says this, and because lawlessness will be increased, the love of many will grow cold. But the one who endures to the end will be saved. I don't know about you, but when I hear that just strikes me to the heart. The idea of because of lawlessness, right? Because of the sin of others, because this world is just full of lawlessness and sin and brokenness and chaos, right? That our love will grow cold, that our love will fade and fail, that we will be gripped by fear and anger, and that we will fail to love people with the love that Jesus has loved us with. And that's a scary thing, the idea of my love growing colder, or your love growing colder, us as the church, right? Who we are to be a people who are known by our love. We just sang that in our contemporary services this weekend, that they would know us by our love. But the idea that when we're met by the lawlessness of this world, that we would be gripped by fear to the point where we would fail to love. And I pray that wouldn't be so for us. But the truth is, we all fall prey to this, right? Our fears grip us and lead us into sin. They lead us to hurt others. They lead us to not love well. So we ask for forgiveness. But then we also ask for Jesus to lead us to love well. And, I think one of the biggest things we can do to show love to others is to be present with them and to listen, to be genuinely curious about their lives. And so I think that's my challenge to you guys this week, because in some different places that I've been listening and learning, I've been challenged with this. So I challenge you to maybe go, and I know there's still some, uncertainties and restrictions about, how much interaction you have with people, but go and some of your neighbors around you and just go and say hi and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Ask them, how have you been doing in this time? What do you need? Is there anything I can help with? Just begin to hear their story, to listen to them and how they've been impacted in this time. Listen for where, they might be longing for hope. And I think that fits with our VBS theme this week, that, is when you're feeling afraid, when you're feeling hopeless, when you're feeling lonely, we're supposed to look for hope. And this world is longing for hope, the hope that is found in Jesus. And they may not know it, but so many people are, and we are called to bring that hope, to bring Jesus' love, and to make it real for people. And let us not forget that. Let us not leave that behind, even when this we are met by all the chaos and lawlessness of this world, let us be a people that continue to be filled with the love of Jesus and to live that out, to make that real for people that God places before us. Friends, it's such a blessing to be with you. May our God give you peace and boldness, courage and strength as you seek to live out his love each and every day. Take care.